is in the dark. Power of resolution for a war would even start. The knowledge to build and grow where they live and take care of the kids and the older folk. The queen cause they need it most. Politic with the kings. About economic growth. Cure PTSD. Cause mental health ain't a joke. Feed the hungry and dope. Everyone would know. Everywhere we go. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Be the black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Be the black superhero. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. We just got to get that faith and know that. Because you got mine, I got your back. I know. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. We just got to get that faith and know that. Because you got mine, I got your back. I know. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Be the black superhero.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Ready up! 18, Pioneer! 60 Bison, 60 Bison!
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Go, Reed, go! Ready?
Again, it's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Ready! Forward, 70! Panther 11! Panther 11!
4th down, Young. And this is caught. He hits more.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert
And that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Go.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They go play action. Young sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man complete. It's Webster. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 36. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Up the middle, Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Young. He's got the connection to Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
From the red zone now, Young. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And I think really good defenders can snip out those screen passes. Just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
From the 17, Young. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll throw again. Young. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Go! Mikey, hey, let's go!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 63 yards. And the Lions are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. 6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Come on.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Here we go.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
79 Broncos.
Young to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
Trap 60.
Looking to throw, Young. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Let's go now. Hey, pass. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Dragon 60. Ready.
Young on first down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
70 range, 70 range, Mustang 19.
After the sack on first down, Young flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Buffalo 18.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
19.
Looking to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Gibbs. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Up the middle they go. It's Gibbs. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Complete to Washington.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll set up to throw.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Following the interception, Young.
This one swung out here to Jones.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Young toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
Lions, 79 Broncos, 7 Pirates.
Young looks to throw on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 56 yards.
And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw here. He's got a man complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this one is right through. And that gets them back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready, set. Ready.
Final play of the half, Young. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go
The
now.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. This is taken at the 23. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's Young off play action. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Young on 3rd down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Across the middle and into the hands of Ridley.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run on first down. Gibbs, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll try again, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Lions have taken the lead here in this third quarter. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game, now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Let's go. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers.
Young. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. And it's a Packers touchdown. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead.
18, Pioneer. Warriors 17.
The Young's going to throw for this, and he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'll be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 Lions. 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Young now.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Go.
Young to throw it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now Young.
A check down here to Jones.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Young. He'll find Jones again. Complete. Touchdown!
Aaron Jones
from 3 yards out.
And the Packers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Washington's got it.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw here. got his man. It's Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibbs. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Now the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
18 rattlers.
To throw again on second down. Young.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 70 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Come on.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones
with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Packers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Let's go now.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gibbs, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Got it. Ready? Warriors 17. Chapter 11. Chapter 11. Ready?
And Young's going to throw it here.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here we go. Here we
And
go.
it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
Let's go. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the greatest of all time. I said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. I'm long